I'm Sherifa in Virginia, USA. For those of you who watch it later, this was the live. Please never mind my setup. I don't have any help over here. I just set up and go. As long as you can see me and you can hear me, that's good. Today we are talking about, I think, a very important topic that I've never talked about here on my channel. I have almost 800 videos. It's the topic of lack of ambition, lack of motivation. Remember, I do motivation around here, but then people get excited for one day and it stops. I have a group, I call them go-getters. I have a Facebook group, a WhatsApp group for TikTokers, a WhatsApp group for people on YouTube. They start their channels, they work a little bit, they stop. So I'm really fascinated. You know, I'm 56 years old, but I still have the drive I've had for a long time. I mean, since I was born, I'm like that, naturally. So my daughters sometimes say, Mommy, not everyone is like you. Because I'm always looking for something to do, something better to do. I mean, my life is starting over, but I'm not scared. I keep going. You see what I mean? But I see that people are not driven. And then I'm wondering, do they even know that this moment you have is maybe the only moment you have, that you don't have another chance? Now we have this internet. I call it a miracle. We have this age of the internet, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. The opportunities are here and we're not utilizing them. I think because I'm old, that's why. Because I saw the world when I'm calling Uganda is where I'm originally from. It cost me at one point, those AT&T companies, they used to charge like $2 a minute just to talk to someone in Uganda. When I can do it for free right now, all I need is Wi-Fi on WhatsApp. For me, I see miracles all around. But because maybe some of you, because you are young, you don't know these opportunities that we have. That's why I'm so excited. Now I have ChatGPT is my friend right here. I can ask for anything. I said, how can you sleep? How can you not do something to make your life better? So we are talking about the reasons. In fact, when I was doing my research, I found 14. And then I found some minor ones. So I'm going to mention all of them. Why are we not ambitious? Why are we not succeeding? What are the reasons? So, did I mention the other stuff I do here? I talk about affiliate marketing, how you promote other companies' products to make money, and how you start a business. Right now, I have a real online business. I just promote other companies' products. I just do this. Soon, you're going to see me on TikTok Shop because I have just a few numbers left to get to TikTok Shop. To be able to promote on TikTok. So a lot is happening. I declared myself 100% online now. So please support. Lawrence, you woke up. I didn't expect you to wake up at this time. I shared, but I thought, please don't be mad that I shared this very early. I don't expect anyone from Africa by this time because it's really too early. So I just came and said, you know what? Let me come, record it. You'll see it later. Welcome, Lawrence, Larry. Yeah, I want you to be live on YouTube, on TikTok, so I can support you also, okay? So, 14 reasons. 14 don't even, the fingers are not enough. So, these plus 4 more. 14 reasons, what I have here, why we don't have a strong desire to succeed. Now, they use the word ambition. And ambition is defined here as the desire to act in service of a goal. You know, some of these things I got from the internet already. And the website I'm using, some of you, if you're interested in this topic, but let me share the link. Let me share the link where I'm getting this. If you go to chat replay, you can go here because I'm mentioning the reasons, but I'm not mentioning how you overcome it. So how you overcome it, you have to go read it yourself. You have to go read it yourself. Let me put this link in the chat for you. Yes. It's called Hack Spirit. Hack Spirit, can you imagine the name? People name things. Yes, I see you're present in class and you were very good, Lawrence. So it's called Hack Spirit. This is a weird name, actually. I'm so sorry those who created the name. But I called it weird, yet it's very, very useful. So Hack Spirit, you know, people name things, I'm telling you. Hackspirit.com, but I'm going to add the link itself. Here is the link that where I got all this stuff. It's a long one. I don't know if it even fits. Yeah. So they listed 14. Number one, I'm going to first go through all of them. If other people join us, we can go in detail about them. If I don't get any more people to join, today I came at a weird time. Like people in UAE and Saudi Arabia and Uganda, those normally. Malaysia, where are you? Malaysia, you're awake, but you're not here. Janet is coming maybe. And USA is 10:30 p.m., so it's a weird time when I came. Some people are not available, but we can still go on and record them. So I'm going to first go list all of them. If more people come in the chat to discuss them, we'll go in detail. But for those of you who come to watch it later, let me make it easy for you so you don't have to watch a long video. So 14 reasons. Number one, lack of motivation. And the lack of motivation, it said actually I defined it, the definition I gave for ambition was not right. So ambition is a strong desire to achieve something. When I defined motivation. It's a strong desire to achieve something. So why are we lacking the strong desire? That's the topic today. And number one is lack of motivation. And the definition of this one in psychology today, they were quoting over there, is the desire to act in service of a goal. That the desire to do something. You know, motivators are paid millions these days because people are not motivated, right? So that's number one. And then he was saying, or he or she, whoever I was discussing, I got them from that website, that motivation is crucial in setting and attaining your goals. And some motivation could be external. So external, like maybe you are motivated by being rewarded, or you are motivated by other people saying, you know, when you record a video here on TikTok, on YouTube or YouTube, and they like it a lot, you feel motivated because people, they give you external validation. But they were saying that the internal is better. It's better because the intrinsic, the other one is called extrinsic or external. When you are like other people, when they react to whatever you do, then you feel good, then you get motivated to do more. But the internal one would be best. And this one is called intrinsic because it's going to go with your beliefs and your values, and what you care about drives you. So that's better. It comes from inside. I think that's what people like us who are in business, that's what drives us, because there's no one to tell you do this or do that or do that. You drive yourself. So that self-motivation is the better one. If you are thinking of people rewarding you, like for example, if you watch a video, you record a video, and like right now, let's take this example. If I'm here, I set a live, and I don't have so many people in the chat, I maybe lose the motivation to even speak. But me, it's inside. I know I'm going to share this. I want to share this. Other people find it later, so it doesn't stop me. I keep going. Okay, thank you in the chat. But I was saying, if I was motivated by having so many people waiting for me to go live, and that's the reason I come live, when they are not there, that means I don't come. See what I mean? So that to be external. Mine, I think, is internal. I have my motivations why I do what I do. So what I believe that I need to share this, what I can. I'm motivating myself now. Okay, that was number one. Number two, low self-esteem. The reason we don't have a desire to achieve things, we have low self-esteem, and that's, they call it as low confidence, that it makes us doubt our abilities. You know, you could be there having a skill, like something really you could show people. That's what I tell people. I say, come have a YouTube channel. Now I'm talking to you, Lawrence, in the chat. You have these skills. I keep saying, please come and show us. Come start a YouTube channel. But you don't. Is this one of you, is that one of your reasons? Are you in the low self-esteem, low self-confidence? Is that your reason, Larry? Then, okay, that was number two. Number three, remember there are 14, so I have to go quickly. Stuck in the past. Number three, why you are not motivated to do things. You're not ambitious, you're stuck in the past. And what happens with this one, you feel comfortable in the past, you don't want to change anything, and then you feel safe and you feel everything is predictable, so you don't want to change things, you don't want the present, you don't want the future, you're just there, so you don't change things, you don't change anything. That was number 3. Number 4, you're afraid of rejection. Yeah, you could call it rejection, or okay, they said being ridiculed, or yeah. So for example, if you wanted to achieve something, it's still there, you think about it, but you don't speak up because you are afraid of rejection, how other people are going to take it, and then guess what? You just keep quiet, like you're sad inside. That's not a good way to live. Okay. Then number that you become a people pleaser now. You just do what other people want you to do, yet you have your own goals and dreams. Then that's sad. Okay, let's go to what number was that? Afraid of rejection was number 4. Fixed mindset. That if you have a fixed mindset, that means you are like stable, unchangeable. I think at some point I was like that. A long time ago, if you find me at the age when I just finished college, age 24, 23 there, I think I had these, I didn't want change too much. I didn't want things that changed too much. But now that I'm online here, ooh, things change every single day. These apps that we're using, YouTube itself, every day they're changing things. So I changed. But I used to be the kind that didn't want things to change. That was a long time ago. So I said, if you have a fixed mindset, and he said you are like stable and unchangeable. But what they added here, that's not me. He said you don't have the skills or the intelligence or to complete a task. There's no chance of improvement. That's not me. But that's what they say, that if you don't have the skills, like you're not moving forward to learn what's current to use, so you'll be stuck. You have a fixed mindset. Number 6, you are a procrastinator. Yeah. You say, why do it today when you can do it tomorrow? Yeah? You delay things as much as possible. Is that you? Is that you? Okay, let's see another one. Number 7. You feel overwhelmed. Yeah? That one is tough. You could be overwhelmed, and instead of even starting to take a step, you don't do anything. That one I can understand. It can be too much. You say, where do I even start? Start by taking a step. You see, I call my channel Take a Step to Better You. That's my message. Take a step. Take a step. Chip it away. And learn as you go. The more knowledge you get, the more confident you become. Number 8. Significant changes are occurring in your life. Yeah. Some things could be happening. Like right here, you could start a YouTube channel, you're so excited, and then something happened. Can you imagine being on social media here, and you're going through a divorce, or you just lost someone important? Yeah, those kind of things, yeah, they can, that one is understandable. Like something happened and to put you off track, so it's hard to come back to be ambitious again. Yeah, takes real motivation, someone to motivate you maybe, some other reason. I'm going to conclude by something. I'll say it later. I was about to say it now. Let's first finish this. So number 9, you are highly dependent on other people. So if you design your life and you depend on other people so much that if they are not there, you don't take action. If they are not there, you don't do anything. So either people are motivating you to do things. So when they stop doing, or someone goes away, or someone is not in your life anymore, you stop. That's dangerous, actually. You need to be in charge of your own life. Then number 10, they're blaming the parents. Parents, that if your parents are not ambitious, if your parents don't care, you tend to do like your parents. Although I think I disagree. Because sometimes, as you grow up, when you are young, you look at your parents, they're guiding you in everything, but at some point you break out. You start thinking by yourself, and actually your parents could be annoying. They could be your motivation, actually, to do what you say, you know what? I don't want to be like them. I'm going to create my own legacy. Have you seen people like that? Yes, they are few, but they are there. So they are blaming the parents, and I'm saying no. The parents could actually motivate you. If they are not driven, you could become driven, because when you go to school, you start seeing other people and what they do, you could say, I don't want this kind of life. I'm going to change mine. I think so. That's me. Number 11, you may be depressed. If you're lacking ambition, you are not motivated, they're saying you could be depressed. So, and this scared me when I saw this. It said that depression causes parts of your brain to shrink, to become small, and this changes the way you learn, and the way your memory works, and the way you think, and the way you plan. I said, what? That's a sick person. So that's scary, depression. So we have to work on that one. If you are feeling depressed, you are like dying slowly, like the brain. And the brain is in charge, right? So work on it. Number 12, you lack sleep. Woo-hoo-hoo. That would catch me. Not sleeping enough. That if you don't sleep enough, you lack focus, you have diminished creative capacities, and you have reduced motivation to learn, and you are less able to manage competing demands. No, I'm not liking sleep that level, but I don't sleep enough, so I need to sleep more. Okay, that was number 12. Remember I said there were 14? Now, the other two I didn't like. I have to mention them because they said midlife crisis. That happens in the people in their 30s or 40s maybe. Like some people, they lose focus. I think that midlife crisis thing could come when you're feeling like, I've been working all hard. Now you feel like I'm giving up. It's like things have not worked, so why bother? I don't know how midlife crisis works, but I know that people change and they become like a different person. So they said it could be midlife crisis, but also it said number 14, that was number 13, alcohol dependency. If we depend on alcohol a lot to function, that this could affect your ambition. Now, those were the 14 reasons that I said make people not be motivated to take an action to change their life. And I got that from a website called, I'm going to say it again, Hack Spirit. Hackspirit.com, and I shared the link to get there. They were offering solutions. All those numbers I just gave you, they have solutions for you. So I think, let me cut this off. Why do I have ambition? Let me make it shorter. The other one was too long. I'm giving you the short version. For those of you who will be able to see the chart, that's the link. They were giving solutions to each one of them, the one that I read. So you can go there and learn. Hackambition.com. Now, when I do this kind of research, I don't listen to just one person. That was the website. But then I also listened to someone else, and they were going to conclude with what Tony Robbins said about that topic. So, for me, this is me. I think when you are not ambitious, I think you're lacking your why. The reason why. You don't have a why. You're not excited about life. There's no reason why you should be hardworking and doing all these things and learning all these things. You have to have a reason why. For some people, it's their children, it's their family. For some people like me, it's me. For example, my why right now, as I'm getting older, I'm motivating myself saying, do it while you can. Do it while you can. So can you imagine when I'm 90 years old, I couldn't come here. Maybe I could tell stories from my wheelchair or something. But who is going to watch that? You have to be very wise for people to watch you in your wheelchair saying something. It better be a good thing. My point is, do things while you can. Because you may not, recently I had an accident over here, like on my face. I didn't record videos for like 2 weeks. until it healed right here. So if something like that happened and took away the whole face, would I be recording videos still? Do it while you can. Now, your why is the reason why you want to succeed. Like I was saying, it could be your family, your children, but it could be you yourself. Like me, I don't want to be an old person struggling, a struggling old person financially. No. And also, I see so many causes, so many things we could do. If you become successful, there's so much you can do to help other people. So that motivates me. Now, someone said that the reason why I'm adding on the 14, that the reason you may not be ambitious is because you are in bed. That when you are in bed a lot, I found that to be interesting, that you lose your motivation. What? Yes, you try it. If you say, they say even staying close to a bed, when you are doing some work, especially people like us who work from home, stay away from the bed. Don't be close to the bed, because you feel like the bed is for sleeping, right? You feel sleepy. You don't get the right energy. So avoid the bed. Number, I'm just adding on the 14, that if you don't have clear goals, it's sort of connected with what I was saying about the why. If you don't have a clear defined thing you want to achieve, there's no motivation, right? And then they were saying that if you have some kind of competition, I think that's why sports people tend to be very good, because they're competing with someone else. They have another team to play against. Maybe they are running. If you are someone who runs and you know that the fastest one runs what you are running maybe in 4 minutes, and you are doing it in 5 minutes, you have a motivation, because you know the best person can do it in 4 minutes. Maybe you are trying to work and compete with that top person. That can be a motivation. You say, you know what, the fastest is now does this in 4 minutes, I'm doing it in 5 minutes, I need to work hard. That kind of, if you have a goal like that. So make sure you have a goal that motivates you to achieve. And they say that you should enjoy the journey. Like if you have a goal, make sure as you go through the steps to achieve that goal, you are actually happy. You are rewarding yourself for when you succeed. So you enjoy the journey. Don't wait until you got everything you're planning to do. No. When you succeed, small steps, you motivate yourself, you reward yourself, yeah, and you pat yourself on the back. Even if there's no one to do it, you do it for yourself. Okay, there is another point they gave, that no consistency. If you are not consistent in the things you do, that takes away the motivation. I think the way that could work is you're not seeing progress. If you're not, like for example, if you have a YouTube channel here, YouTube now, the way YouTube is, if you're not recording a new video every day, then at least you have like a short. You know, they made the long form videos, you can create shorts out of them. You come and cut out a short and post it. They expect your channel to be active all the time. Now, if you are not consistent like that, and you are not posting every day, you see your numbers are not changing at all. Like every time it comes out is disappointing. You won't be consistent. So the more consistent you are, being active here, you're going to see more subscribers, you're going to see things happening, then you'll be motivated by that. So be consistent. In conclusion, I was Googling a little bit of, Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a guru on these kind of matters. I wondered, what does he really say about this thing of people not being motivated? He said that there are 3 P's that we have to destroy if we have to succeed. He said 3 P's. P like Paul. 3 P's. The first P is when something happens, we tend to make it seem like permanent. Like you have this problem and you say, oh, maybe you lost money. You started a business and you lost all the money. You think this is like a permanent, you never stand up again. Now see this happened to me, and you cry forever. So he said nothing is permanent. In fact, he said nothing is permanent. The only permanent thing, that is him who said it, not me. the soul, meaning like he's religious, I think, because he said the only permanent thing is the soul. So whatever happens, you have to believe that at some point it's going to change, things will get better. So destroy that, saying that, oh, this has happened, nothing, everything done. No. P, number one. The second P is he called it pervasiveness. And I was checking on pervasiveness. It means, like, the example is if you fail in one thing, now you believe everything is dead. Like, he gave an example of marriage. Like, if you lose marriage, you get divorced, like losing all hope and thinking, oh, now. He said, but you have your friends, maybe you have your children, maybe there's something still going. So, things are still happening. Just because that one thing happened shouldn't stop you, like saying, okay, everything is dead. Okay? Number 3P, he said making things personal. Like when things happen, you say, oh, you say I'm stupid, I'm not smart enough, I never do this, I never, like you blame yourself. So he said you have to stop these three. He said crush them, kill them. They're not good for you. So 3 things you have to stop doing in order to succeed. Stop thinking that a problem is permanent. Number 2, stop thinking that because this thing, one thing happened, therefore everything is dead. Because you are divorced, like I was giving an example, like, oh, life just ended. No, it didn't. Number 3, stop taking things personally, saying this is personal. Or like going with the example of divorce, they say if someone says that they're divorcing you because you are not good enough, you could be surprised. Someone is saying you are not good enough, and another one finds it to be very good, the best actually. It's a mismatch. Maybe you didn't match with this one, but another one will find you really, really great. So those are 3 pieces came from Tony Robbins. Thank you so much. So please, when you watch this, put down a point for me in the comments. What made sense for you? What do you think is affecting you? Because we all have these things affecting us. So out of all these points, which one do you find to be relevant in your life? Please, let's take action. Let's take action. Because if you are an adult, especially if you don't have a job. If you have a job, maybe your boss has to keep reminding you, you need to come on time, you need to do this. But people like us who are self-employed, people who want to achieve success, okay, self-employed, business owners, we have to be driven, self-driven, or you can't do this. No one is waking you up. No one is asking me, now go live here, now watch over here. Now, no, I'm doing it myself. So if you intend to start your own business, you better switch up. Because no one is going to motivate you. You have to motivate yourself. Just make sure, in general, that your why is strong enough. The reason why you're doing what you're doing. Why? Why do you want to succeed? If you have no one to think to, like, you are alone in this world, you don't have a mom or dad or anyone, you say, why bother? Do it and help the world. There are people who need this, whatever you can produce. So please, take action. And go to this website. What was the name? Go to the website because they were covering the Hack Spirit. I need to put the words in it. It's called Hack Spirit. You're going to be Hack Spirit. Spirit Hack. Isn't that interesting? Spirit. Yeah, did I spell that right? But I gave the link up there. hackspirit.com. That's where I got the points, and I also added on from Tony Robbins, and then there's another video I was watching. That's why I got some other of these points, like lying in bed, and no consistency, and not being competitive. Those came from somewhere else. Thank you all so much. Please, when you watch it, add a comment for me, like it, share it. But there is something else as I conclude that I need to mention, that if you are feeling like, I really cannot move, I'm so depressed over here, I have no purpose, I want you to go watch a video, in fact let me put it here too, about when I've been talking about the genie script, because this guy is going to wake you up. If you think you can't do things, you can't succeed, he's going to show you that it's really possible to succeed. So I'm putting the link. It's also in the description here on this video, this video that I'm about to share. Also, when this live ends, I'm going to put it in a pinned comment. Go watch the Genie script because the guy is going to motivate you. He's going to be like the big brother you're missing. You're missing a big brother. This is your big brother. I just shared that. He's going to motivate you to write your goals very clearly, to focus your thoughts, to motivate you in the morning. You just listen to him and you change because you hear the passion he has. He had children and he had to wake up. He said, what? I can't even take care of one. Now I just got two. Oh my goodness. He had to change because of his children. And now he's enjoying it and he's teaching us how he did it so we can do it too. Thank you all so much. Remember to add a comment for me. When I do these lives, most people chat in the chat, but then they forget to leave the live the comment on the live. Please, when you watch this, put a comment for me and add. Okay, you may wonder what kind of comment. Whatever I said that made some sense is what you said, is what you put in the comment. And share it with some people. If you know some people who sleep the whole day, who play video games the whole day, people who are like lazy, share this video with them. Then maybe they find themselves. But I saw a point here that was scary. Depression. If you think someone is depressed, depressed has to be treated. They have to go to the doctor. If someone is really depressed, they need to do a doctor because it scared me. They said it changes your brain and your thinking and your planning. That's dangerous. So if you know anyone who's depressed, show them this video. Ask them to go see a doctor. Thank you all so much for watching it. Okay? Bye-bye. Larry, how is Kisumu? Bye-bye.